I realized I wasn't a racist. I was just angry. I mean, I'll never forget, dude. I always tell people the first day I trained, I got the shit kicked out of me, covered in blood, bro. Like, first moment in my life I ever felt happiness. First moment in my fucking life I ever felt happiness. Getting shit kicked out of me. Just all the anger, it went gone.
Why do you think a lot of it just comes out when you're, because I had a moment where I was like, I was just training jiu-jitsu for a while, and there would be times after the end of class where I would just kind of start like just so much emotion would come out of you.
All the anger. But I mean, again, dude, like, you know, I mean, why I got so mad Dracus, like I went through like pretty severe trauma as a kid, like pretty fucked up trauma. Where like I could sit there and joke about it, but I mean, dude, I remember I've told the story once, dude. Like I was in probably 3rd, 4th grade, and fuck, man, I used to always sleep in my mom's room because I thought my dad was gonna kill my mom. So like I would like sleep by the door. I'd sleep
to make sure she was all right.
Yeah, I'd sleep under the bed. You know, I'd sleep by the door because I thought my dad was gonna kill my mom. So like one day, dude, it was so fucked up. Like it was just got a bad fight, like 3rd, 4th grade, and my dad's like, fuck that. He's not sleeping in here tonight. He's not, like, kick him out. And so I like army crawl under the bed, and I'm sleeping under the bed, right?
Under the bed?
I'm like laying on the bed, like just laying underneath the bed, like as they're fighting. Because I think my dad's gonna kill my mom.
Wow, he was that violent?
Yeah, he's just a coward, you know? So anyways, like, I mean, we had like dogs, you know, we're white trash, and the house was like flea infested.
You have a dog under there with you?
No dog was there with me. But I remember laying under the bed, and like fleas were just like jumping all over me, you know? And I'm like, and I think there might have been like a dildo next to me. I shit you not, dude.
Oh, man, so that sucks.
We had this kind of like orange looking carpet. So picture like me, like 3rd, 4th grade.
Yeah.
Laying under a bed, fleas jumping all over me. There's a fucking like dildo next to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a Japanese game
like
show.
Like who puts a dildo underneath the bed, bro? It's not sanitary. Put it in your fucking drawer.
Yeah, at least put it in a drawer that has a bunch of gum and coins in it.
Yeah. Under the bed with the fleas.
Yeah, dude.
So
Damn,
anyways,
that's scary, dude.
So anyways, my dad gets on top of my mom. And she says, like, I remember he said, like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to fucking kill you tonight. Maybe it was just rough sex. We don't know at this moment, right?
And you were under the bed?
I'm under the bed. So he starts strangling her, and I get out. And the only thing I can see is a guitar. I just fucking crack him in the head, call the cops. And then I run down the street, calls the cop, gets arrested. My dumbass mom bailed him out of jail.
Oh.
But it's like, I mean, even that, like, I mean, that was like, I wouldn't even say that's tip of the iceberg. I mean, I remember like being a little kid, so I would always miss school because my dad would get home drunk, start drinking at like 6. He would get home at like 7 and like just be up until like 3 a.m, just like tell my mom, tell my mom she's a whore, he's gonna kill her. Like, and I remember I used to like,
what a loser, huh?
Oh,
sorry to say that about your dad.
No, he died.
He's
shit, dude. He died of cancer. But anyways,
he's dying of cancer now.
Yeah, he died of cancer. Yeah, fucking, you know, hell.
Probably from the hate inside of him building up. I hate to say that.
He was just drugs, dude. Lots of drugs, pain pills. Why I don't do drugs? So I remember like I used to sit there and just kind of like hug my mom's leg in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we had this little nook, and she would like go in the nook, and I would just sit there like all night long. I'm by like the feet of my mom, and my dad like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you and this and that. And I'll never forget, like he would talk about like burning her face with acid. And mind you, I'm in elementary school. I'm in elementary school, right? So like,
so that's a lot of responsibility then you feel probably just to like take care of your mom.
Oh yeah. No, he'd always tell her that like if you cheat on me, and she probably was cheating on him. If you cheat on me, I'm gonna like cut you up and put you in a bottle of acid and bury you. So now you fast forward this, like I don't go to school. I'm up till 3 a.m. And I couldn't stay awake in school. Like, so like, I remember I was like in 2nd grade, and I kept falling asleep at my desk, and my teacher took my desk away from me, and she made me like stand up. And so I'm like, fuck you, being this little kid, I just went and fell asleep on the ground. And mind you, like the school system's like, oh, Sean, like he's just a bad kid. They don't realize I'm up till 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, you know, late. I mean, fuck, dude. It's
hard to stay up late and learn.
Dude, I remember like laying in bed. Like I remember I stopped believing in God, man. Like fucking, like I had fucking, yeah, it's crazy shit, dude. Crazy shit, man.
Yeah. It's okay, man. It's a lot of that sad, dude. I used to be scared at night. Like, I used to stand up. Like I heard when I was a kid that like, if you peed around your, like animals could pee somewhere that other animals wouldn't come. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Huh?
Yeah, my God.
Have you ever heard that? Yeah, I'm sorry, bud.
So, man.
I'm sorry, buddy.
That's all good, dude.
We don't have to talk, man. I can just sit here with you for a minute.
Oh, fuck. Fuck. 6 seconds.
I can just sit here. We can just sit
Nah,
here.
it's all good, dude. 6 seconds. I just process it. I think it's one of the hard things that people don't understand, like trauma, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes it just comes out.
Oh, no, dude. Like, I remember I have a hole in my gum. Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to scratch my gum and I have a hole in my gum. You know,
Just from being nervous and stuff?
nah, just anxiety, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, even to this day. Yeah. I mean, the day, dude, like, I'm a grown-ass man. I don't give a fuck. I mean, you could post this. I don't care.
Oh, dude, I don't have any.
No, it's all good, dude. I mean, it is what it is, dude. Like, it is what it is. Like, people understand. Like, when I talk about, like, oh, I'd kill a man, it's like, you don't understand, dude. Like, when you go through that level of trauma, like, you just view the world differently, you know? So it's like, I have a hole in my gum because I'd have so much anxiety as a kid, and I would just scratch my gum until, like, I mean, just blood, you know? And, you know, you're in pre-elementary school. You don't know why you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking A. I mean, I remember, like, you know, like, you don't even know what it is when you're a kid. When you're really talking about suicide, like being a little kid, like laying in bed, like, just, like, man, I'm done with this shit. You know, like, there can't be a God.
It makes me sad.
Yeah, it's fucked up, dude.
No, it just makes me sad that a kid has to feel that way, you know?
Yeah, so, like,
Any kid.
whenever Dreykus goes on there and, like, he jokes about that shit,
Right.
it's like, dude, you have no idea. Yeah, I mean, and this is like, as a comedian, you got to joke about trauma. Like, people think, like, I joke about all this shit. Like, you know, as we're laughing, like, you got to joke about it. If you don't, like, how do you process that? You know, how do you process that kind of abuse? I mean, I'll never forget my brother, we were, like, upstairs once, and he taped knives to his fucking leg. I mean, we're talking elementary school. He was going to go sit on the couch with my dad and stab him, dude. Like, you know, it's like,